There's a $1 tool sitting in almost every kitchen drawer in America. Most people throw it away without ever knowing what it can do. And HVAC companies, they really don't want you to find out about this one because it's the difference between paying them $300 for a tune-up and fixing the exact same problem yourself in about 10 minutes. Here's the wild part. Your air conditioner could be running at 60, maybe even 70% efficiency right now, and you'd never know it just by looking at it. It still blows cold air. It still runs. But it's quietly burning through extra electricity every single hour it's on, and the fix costs less than a candy bar. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what that fix is, how to do it yourself this weekend, and why almost nobody talks about it. Stick around, because step 3 is the part that actually makes this whole trick work, and most people skip right past it. Let's be honest about what summer electric bills do to people. You crank the AC, the house finally feels bearable, and then the bill comes in looking like a small car payment. So what does everyone do? They call an HVAC company. The technician shows up, does a quick inspection, maybe adds some refrigerant, charges you $200 to $400, and tells you your unit is getting old. Sound familiar? Here's the problem with that. In a huge number of cases, your AC unit isn't actually broken. It's not low on refrigerant, it's not dying. It's just dirty and clogged in a way that nobody bothers to check, because checking it doesn't make the company any money. A full tune-up sells, a 10-minute fix. You can do yourself with a kitchen tool does not, and the frustrating part is, this isn't some rare, weird issue. This happens to almost every single window unit and central AC system out there, usually within the first 2 or 3 years of use. If your AC feels weaker than it used to, if your house takes longer to cool down, if your energy bill keeps creeping up, even though you haven't changed your habits at all, this is very likely why. I want to take you back a bit because this trick isn't new. It's actually something HVAC technicians have used in the field for decades. It just never made it into the public conversation because, again, there's no profit in telling homeowners a fix that costs $1. Old school repairmen, the guys who trained back in the 70s and 80s before everything became call the warranty department, knew that the outside unit of your AC, that big metal box sitting outside your house, has thin metal fins wrapped around the coils inside it. Picture them like the fins on a radiator, except way more delicate. They look almost like the teeth of a comb, packed tightly together. Those fins are supposed to let air flow freely through the coil so the unit can release heat properly. But here's the thing nobody tells you. Those fins bend. A stray weed whacker, a hailstorm, kids playing in the yard, even just normal handling during installation. All of it bends those fins flat against each other over time. When that happens, air can't move through the coil the way it's supposed to. The compressor has to work harder to do the same job. Your electric bill climbs. Your AC takes longer to cool the house. And almost nobody ever looks at this, because you genuinely cannot tell it's happening just by glancing at the unit from a few feet away. Old repair guys used to carry a special tool for this called a thin comb. But here's the secret part. That tool is basically just a fine-tooth comb, the same kind sitting in your bathroom drawer right now. Once you know that, you don't need to buy anything fancy at all. All right, let's get into exactly how to do this, step by step. What you need. A plastic fine-tooth comb, a basic one, the kind that costs about $1 at any drugstore. A garden hose, a pair of work gloves, optional. A soft brush attachment for a vacuum. Total cost, about $1. Assuming you don't already have a comb lying around, which most people do. Step 1. Turn off power to the unit. Find the breaker for your AC, or the disconnect switch right on the outdoor unit itself, and shut it off completely. This isn't optional. Never work near the coil with the unit powered on. Step 2. Remove the outer panel or grill. Most outdoor units have a metal grill or cage protecting the coils. A few screws, sometimes none at all, and it lifts right off. Set it aside. Step 3. Inspect the fins closely. This is the part most people skip, and it's the key part most people miss. Get down close, almost eye level with the coil, and look at the fins from the side, not from straight on. From straight on, bent fins can look totally fine. From the side, you'll suddenly see sections that look mashed flat, almost like someone stepped on aluminum foil. That flattening is exactly what's choking your airflow. Step 4. Comb the fins back into shape. Take your comb and gently run it through the fins in the same direction they're supposed to run. Vertically, top to bottom, following the natural line of the fins. Don't force it sideways. Light, slow strokes. You're not trying to yank them straight in one pass. You're coaxing them back open a little bit at a time. Do this across every section of the coil you can reach. Step 5. Rinse the coil with a garden hose. Once the fins are opened back up, spray the coil from the inside out if you can access it, washing away the dust, pollen, and grime that's been trapped in there. Use a gentle stream, not a pressure washer. Too much force will bend the fins right back down again. Step 6. Let it dry, then reattach the grill and restore power. Give it 20 to 30 minutes to dry fully before turning the unit back on. A few warnings here. Don't use a metal comb. It can scratch and corrode the coil. Don't rush the combing step. Impatience is how people bend fins the wrong direction and make things worse. And if you see fins that are completely crushed or torn rather than just bent, a few small ruined sections won't tank your efficiency. But if it's the majority of the coil, that's a sign you may need a professional fin straightening, which is a different job entirely. So what actually happens after you do this? Homeowners who try this for the first time usually notice two things almost immediately. First, the airflow coming from the vents inside the house feels noticeably stronger within the first cooling cycle. Second, the unit doesn't run as long to hit the temperature you set. It cycles off sooner because it's actually working efficiently again instead of straining against blocked fins. Give it one full billing cycle, and a lot of people report a real visible drop on their electric bill, often in the range of 10 to 20%, depending on how clogged the unit was to begin with. That's not a guess. That's consistent with what HVAC efficiency studies show about restricted airflow and compressor strain. A unit fighting through bent, dirty fins can lose a huge chunk of its rated efficiency, and that lost efficiency goes straight onto your power bill every single month until someone fixes it. Compare that to paying for a professional AC tune-up that often includes this exact same fin cleaning step, bundled in with a dozen other things for a few $100s. Same result, wildly different price tag. Here's a quick extra one for you, since you made it this far. While that outdoor unit is open and powered down, check the area around the base for any plants, mulch, or grass clippings within 2 feet of the unit. Anything blocking airflow into the sides of that unit makes your compressor work harder, the exact same way vent fins do. Clear a clean 2-foot buffer zone around it, and you're stacking efficiency gains on top of efficiency gains, all for free. So that's it. $1, 10 minutes, and a trick that HVAC companies have quietly used for decades without ever putting it in their advertising, because there's no money in telling you something this simple. If this saved you a future repair bill, do me a favor and hit subscribe, because next week I'm breaking down another forgotten trick, this time for stopping your water heater from quietly wasting money every single day. And it's just as cheap as this one. Drop a comment and let me know if you tried this and what kind of difference it made on your unit. I read every single one. Stay cool, stay smart, and I'll see you in the next video.